In this podcast, we're going to look at how to add new modules to a course and submodules. So you notice here I'm in a course and there is no content in it yet. And I've clicked on Table of Contents, and so it's showing no content on the right-hand side. So to add a module, you would just click on the text box here of Add a Module, and you just create a name for it. So I'm going to call this one Chapter 1 and hit Enter. And you'll notice now I have a module here and a Chapter 1 heading showing up. So I'm inside of Module 1. If I click on Table of Contents, you'll notice it's showing that module over here on the right-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and add a Chapter 2 module as well. So once you've created modules, you'll notice I'm inside of Module 2 here. You'll notice there's a place to add submodules. So maybe you want to add, maybe your course has, 4 modules. Say you've got an English class and you've got 4 major papers or something. You may want to create just 4 modules, 1 for each paper, and then within that you may want to create a week 1, week 2, week 3, however you structure your course. But if you do need to add any submodules, you would just click in here, and I'm going to call this one Part 1, and I just hit Enter, and you'll notice I now have a submodule, and it shows here on the left-hand side, it's showing it indented. And that only shows up on the left when you actually click on that specific module. I'm going to go ahead and add another one. I'm going to make Part 2 the second submodule. And you can add as many as you want. I would encourage you to keep them to a kind of a minimum, mainly because if you click here in Table of Contents, you'll notice how it shows up. Here's Module 1, Module 2, and it's showing the 2 submodules. Students can really get turned around if there's too many levels within your course. So, it's pretty typical for people to have a module for each week or each chapter. If you go with a smaller number, like some people will do 4 or 8, especially if they set up 8 modules, they can maybe use that for summer classes and for full semester long classes or for block classes. So you can save yourself on design there, but I'd really encourage you to avoid putting too many submodules inside here, because it does indent, and if you pay close attention, you can see that these are part of this module. But students do get turned around if there are too many levels of submodules, and it's not always easier for them to find things. Maybe a different organizational method would work better. But anyway, that's the way you would create a module for a course.